Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I was going to do a quick post-match reaction after Manchester United beat Sheriff tonight by 3-0. Very professional performance. No big dramas. Took a while to get the first goal, but after the first goal, there was no question that we were going to win the game. Really, it was just a frustrating the first half because they were sitting really deep. Not really even coming out to try and attack us, and it was hard to break them down really. We were creating chances. We could have been a bit quicker maybe at times, but I guess it is hard sometimes when they're so deep, and they literally had like 6 people in the back line, so it was hard to find space. But luckily we got a goal just before half time. Really good time to get a goal. Great header by Delone, not known for his heading, but it was a great goal, and it made the second half a lot easier for us in the second half. So it was just a good win, and we qualified now to the next stage of the Europa League. And it was good to see Rashford get a goal with his head. I would rather have scored the one at Newcastle though. That would have been better for us because it means we would have got the 3 points in that game. However, he got the one tonight, so that's good for him. And then hopefully, Cristiano Ronaldo scored back on his for 10 after missing last week's game. Through fine, being banned from the club, but it's Ronaldo come back, and he was getting really frustrated tonight. You can see it. He had a goal chalked off for offside. You can see his frustration with that when he kicked the ball in the stand. There was a really good chance he had in the first half where really he's got to hit the target at least, and it was well wide of the mark really, and that was a bad miss. And there was a couple of half chances where he just couldn't score, and it was as I said, he was getting really frustrated. So I'm really happy that he got his goal in the end, and it'll be very interesting now to see what happens on the weekend, whether he'll keep his place in the team or he won't. So we'll see on Sunday what the manager will do. It's hard to pick out a standout performer, when it's such an easy win, because Casemiro and Eriksen didn't really have to do too much. They controlled the game, but it was just so easy, so it's not like they had to break sweat. But I'll give one special mention to Garnacho though. I think for his first start, he came into the team tonight and just attacked the fullback, did stuff that I wanted to see Sancho do, and that's take on the fullback with skill, with speed, and he was really good. There was a few things that he could have done better. He's only young, so you got to give him a chance. And he'll learn from this as well. This will be a great experience from tonight. You're playing with like Fernandes, Ronaldo, and all these, Eriksen, Casemiro. He would have really enjoyed that tonight. And I'm really happy that he got some game time. I've been saying it for a while now. Even off the bench, give him 15-20 minutes. So I'm really happy that he started the game. I think he played like 75 minutes, which is no surprise because he's not had much game time this season, so I wouldn't expect him to play the whole 90. But no, he really impressed me tonight actually, and I don't think he'll start the next game. I don't think he's done enough yet probably to get in the team maybe on a regular basis, but he's given the manager something to think about. And if Sancho doesn't start performing soon, then Garnacho will be waiting there, and he will take his place. And it's good for the team. I think Sancho might need this now. He was probably watching that tonight, thinking, "Oh shit, I need to, book up my ideas, or this guy could take my place." So, I'm really happy for Garnacho, and hopefully we see more of him, during the season now. I think Luke Shaw did well when he came on tonight. I think he gave us more attack on that left. It was a great cross for him to set up Rashford's goal, and I think he's did really well when he came on. It was also good to get some game time in Van der Beek and Harry Maguire tonight. We're going to need a big squad, and so it's important just to give these players minutes in the team. So that was really good to see as well. So now we have to go to Spain and win by 2 goals really, to finish top of the group. Otherwise we will play a team from the Champions League in the playoff. And there's 2 ways of looking at this really. I think we want to finish top because that means we avoid playing 2 extra games, which is good, which means we can catch up on some other games that we need to catch up on in the Premier League. But also, if we finish second, we there's a big chance that we're going to play a big team from the Champions League. And for me, I actually do love these big nights, European nights. I know it's not Champions League, but even if it's Europa League and it's against Barcelona, Juventus, Ajax, I think the fans get up for these games more than they would, than Nicosia and Sheriff tonight. It's really hard to get up for these games. And I see even the players, you can see it, they don't really get up for it. They'll do a professional job, but for me, if we got Barcelona, I think that's when you would see a proper European night in. We haven't had that for a while, really, so that'll be good to see. First of all, I'd rather finish first, just so we can avoid 2 extra games. But if we do finish second, then it's not the end of the world. So we'll see what happens with that next week. We'll go to Spain, try and win the game. I think Real Sociedad will actually play for a draw, because I think that's all they need. If they get a draw, they top the group, and I think they'll be very happy with that. I think we've been let down, obviously, in the first game with that terrible decision. It's never handball, but we can't obviously, we can't talk about that. Now that's in the past now. But I also think it's just we haven't scored enough goals in these games against Nicosia and Sheriff. We only scored, I think, 9 goals, and then plus the -2 because they scored, Nicosia scored 2. So, I think that's also could be, that's played a big part on us possibly finishing second in the group as well. But, we'll see what happens next week. We'll go to Spain and see what happens, really. But, anyway, guys, I'm going to head off now. Have a good night, guys. Subscribe and like my channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.